Core.async is a macro that rewrites your code, and it's doing fancy stuff. I like core.async, I really do, but I don't go there so often because it's its own universe. Core.async, you need to be mindful of so many caveats, but sometimes it's the way to go, and then it shines. The API is not a streaming one. It closes the connection after you do a GET request, and you either receive nothing, an empty response, or you get an alert. So the clients need to poll that endpoint. Here, core.async is fitting perfectly. We're going to do a walkthrough. So CLJ HTTP, which is the standard library, or the most popular one, has an async mode. Here we're looking at a function that has two arities. The first one is the synchronous one, the second one is the asynchronous one. It has two callbacks, one for the normal data that comes back from a request that succeeded, and the other is a error callback, which will be called when an error happens when doing the request. So polling means that we want to make the same request over and over. So we're going to do a go loop, and we're going to perform the request every second, and we're going to use core.async for that. So go loop and core.async timeout, and this is perfectly fine because we are using the async mode, so we are good here. Next is read data. Read data is the other go loop, where we're going to wait for new data on the channel that we pass in the callback. Every second there will be new data. The response will be either an empty string indicating that there is no alert, or there will be an alert in JSON format. So if the response is an empty string, we just recur back to the loop, waiting for the next response. If it is an alert, then we do something with it. In this instance, we pass the string into the JSON format, and then we log it. Of course, you can do anything you want. You can execute any other side effect, but remember, it needs to be asynchronous. You can sometimes get away with it if the side effect is light in terms of I/O or computing. And then we have the loop that just read from the error channel. If there is an error, we log it as well. Can do anything else with it. Putting everything together, we have a polling function that will first create two channels, the data channel and the error channel, and we first call the loops that will wait for the data on those channels, so read data and read errors, and then we finally start the polling to the endpoint, which will immediately send a response, and it will go on like that forever in a loop. And that's basically it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed the format, which is pretty novel to me. I have no idea if how that works. So I'm walking around, and I have these snippets in my head, which I know I can present into slide format. Maybe it's more fun than looking at somebody typing in front of his screen. And at the same time, you have a little peak of Tel Aviv, and its noise and its ruggedness. So we are in the market, by the way, in the market of Shuka Carmel, and this is Shuka Carmel. This is the entrance to the market. Normally it's full of people. Because of the circumstances, it's pretty empty, as you can see. Soon gonna be, yeah, that's Shuka Carmel. Pretty empty though. Okay, signing off. Cheers. Bye-bye.